Ball gazer.
Oh, gazer. I was staring, dude. What is that? I can't figure it out.
Ball gazer.
It needs a noise canceling. Protecting my hearing on the go. The noise canceling. So I turn them all the way up.
What are those?
The noise canceling. Earbuds.
Yeah.
Turn them all the way up. You can't hear anything. Cancel the noise in your brain. Sleep good? Oh, yeah. Sleeping too long. All I want to do is wake up now. I'm like, fuck. 5 a.m. time to wake up. No. You'll break your back. Right?
That's hard on equipment.
Yeah. One of my buddies crabbing, doing something lame. Crabbing, sometimes he gets a little upset, and he'll use that working arm against you. Use it to roll you, so he'll pick things up, he'll swing you around, and you'll be on the top, and you'll be like, whoa! Like, rolling you with the gear. And it's like to the max, but you're not going to the max and checks you in place and leaks, you know? And you hit the max and you're all pissed off, you're like, wow, man, like, what was that? It's like, wake up. Come on. Turn it into an ice cube. That's beautiful out here. Yeah, this is the Gulf of Alaska. Just across that mountain, it's Pelican, Alaska. Cool little town. Those are, it's like the regions and it's the Scenic waters. It's a little sloshy today, that's for sure. Not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was pretty hard. Just had to sit down all day. Blowing like 30 out here, getting into the day. Big swells and drop down to nothing. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the thumbs up. Nice ranch right? Todd, we're gonna pick up the new 200. We got a lot for 30,000 in the pallet. Jackie, my uncle. It's cool to see you come and says hi. Love you, uncle. Have a good day. Alaska, we're gonna go catch some blackcod. Make sure to support your fishermen wherever you're at. Eat some local fish. It's good for you. Brown fats are good for your brain. everyone. If you have any questions, comments, requests, or ideas, or suggestions, we're happy to answer them right now. We're fishing in about an hour or so, so I got like 30 minutes left to live stream. Beautiful sunrise. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and check out my channel, all my videos. This is just what I do in the mornings to kind of share the beauty of the ocean and calm. Yeah, it's calm. Lots going on, but nothing going on at the same time. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat, comments, concerns, complaints. Yeah. Have a great day and remember to love yourself. Today is to stuff the boat full of fish and have a great day doing it. I mean, an awful day. Yeah, we're gonna have an awful day doing this. Fishing's the worst. Last couple of weeks, there's been a bunch of sperm whales out here eating the herring run. They said about a mile offshore, just snacking on food. About that time of year, if you're a whale enthusiast, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of them here. Kind of a love-hate relationship with the whales. I mean, I like some whales, but those killer whales out in Dutch Harbor, I mean, they destroyed all of our slinky pots, so we had to go to hard pots. And then even that, they figured out how to eat all the fish out of our pots. It was just kind of astonishing watching these whales figure out how to eat our gear. And there's a baby whale that was born, and they would send that little one into the pots, into the water zone, and have the little baby pull out the tunnels so they could blow the fish out. It was a spectacle, but there's a smart little baby killer whale that was born last year out there. It knows how to fish. It's always interesting watching these killer whales because, you know, with all this controversy, but there's nothing interesting than watching killer whales kill minke whales. Minke whales are rare, and they're just watching them just toss these whales out of the water, drown them, and eat them. And it's like, whales are pretty vicious. I'm glad I'm not in the water. Thanks for the thumbs up, everyone. I appreciate the support. That means a lot. Keep me making videos for everyone. If you like these videos, comment. And if you like watching fishing, give me ideas and stuff. I'm always open to suggestions, any comments or questions, whatever. Miles that way is Washington. 3,000 miles that way is Hawaii. Maybe 5,000, I don't know. These mountains though, they're so pretty. So hard to keep this still. Good morning, everyone. I hope y'all are having an awesome day. Should a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out my other videos. If you have any requests for fishing videos, things you want to learn, I will take requests at this point. About fishing is knots. It's interesting learning about knots and in the language of knots and how every line has its secret, and it's a real thing. There's a lot to knots, especially back in the old day. You used to keep track of things with knots. You used to keep logs with knots, do math with knots. The first description of the elements that we have in our modern dictionary of elements were designed with knots. There's a whole thing called knot theory. It's been teaching me a lot about, I guess, our ancient traditions as people on the water as well on land. That we used to have a lot of interaction with the ocean in our past. us out. We're out here on the Gulf of Alaska going out to our fishing grounds. Beautiful sunrise. Chilly 35, 40 degree morning. Hands are crisp today. Time ever on a boat. The skipper sent me to the store and he was like, go get this list, and he put something on there called prop wash. I go try to buy this supposed prop wash, and lo and behold, I find out that's the prop wash. Pretty funny joke, but man, dude, they laughing at me. Go get the prop wash. There's no such thing. That's the prop wash.
Awesome. Hope y'all enjoyed the view. If there's anything you guys want to see, any questions, throw them on the chat. I'll answer. thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone checking this out. We're just cruising out. We're gonna go fishing here in about an hour. Yeah, go catch some fish. Check out, if you ever had blackout before, sablefish, butterfish. It's delicious, nutritious, and delicious. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, dude? Got the best view, best hotel room in the world right now. How's Chris doing this morning? Good, good. How's the weather in P-Town? Clouds are coming your way. Today. It's coming in from two ways. We got the wind swell and then we got the ocean swell. I don't know if you can see. Making little peaks. Swell. Hands are frozen. I'll tell you, it's a little chilly out here today. Yeah, pretty soon Chris will be able to make some shirts for this channel. He makes some pretty sweet shirts. Sunrise, huh? Oh, yeah, beautiful sunrise.
What?
Dark clouds.
I'm not looking that way.
They don't look so fun.
You don't want to look that way. I look that way. Sunshine shopping, dude. I'm sunshine shopping. I look for happiness in the same place I found it, not the same place I lose it. You know? That ocean looks shitty today. No, not really. It's a little sloppy.
You must have hauled 2 today.
Two full run-throughs.
Well, the problem we have is we got 2 sets up here and that tiny one down here. He wants to run both of those sets from up there down to there.
He wants to stash all the shit in gear and move it.
Well, he wants to haul one, run it down and set it, get that little one out of the way, go back up and get that other one. And I'm like, fuck that, let's just go haul that one, run it down the beach, go haul that little one, and that'll get us our 2. Tomorrow we can come back out, get that one, drag it down the beach. So you're talking about running fucking 40, 50 miles back and forth. If we did that, then you'd still get your 2, and then tomorrow you'd get your 3.
At least you're sensible. That's why you're here, Todd. Like it's been like 50 miles,
As soon as he
man.
heard that, he's like, fuck.
See, you talk logic. It makes sense. Listen. I'm gonna be working too hard, man. You just can't go straight up and say that. Like,
I mean, it's just so far away. Like, 15 miles that way, 15 miles that way. That's 30 fucking miles.
yeah, man, that's fuel. That comes out of our
Go 15
paychecks.
miles back this way.
That comes out of our paychecks. You know that, right? That fuel. That fuel's expensive,
I know.
man. Not cheap fuel. This isn't an eco tour, Todd.
Halibut fishing, you guys will be off the whole other south end of the island.
Fishing out there when we're out. Nice. Oh, that's good fishing,
down
man.
on Port Alexander and up that area.
Nice.
The whole, it's like kind of like this country here, just on that end of the
A
island.
whole new world.
Yeah. The bays, they look really steep when you go in them, and then some of them go a little ways in, like get to the island, you know.
Weird. Did you see Pat hit the one piece of driftwood with this fish? I look over and I just see this piece of driftwood run right into the fucking stabilizer line. And I'm like, oh, he found it. He found the piece of driftwood. Okay. Alright. I can't do anything about that. It's still on. It's all good. Still like an hour out, huh? Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for checking this out. Going fishing. Go catch fish today. Some black cod. Check out some of my videos on my channel if you like fishing. Thumbs up. Thanks for checking it out.
or staple fish, butterfish. They're tasty, delicious ground fish. They're black and they range from about 3 to 14 pounds, I guess. Long line fishing. How you doing, DJ Charlie? We got Starlink, my dude. We lose it at about 12 miles. Elon Musk cuts us off up there, but other than that, we're good. Yeah, Starlink's awesome. 21st century. I figure I should at least use Starlink appropriately, as this is probably an appropriate use of Starlink. And you want to do it, you can reach out to people. One, because the Bristol Base Fishery is coming up in Scenic, Alaska. If you have the money to buy gear and stuff, then you're in business. It's kind of like you're a contractor. But in a sense, is that you have those funds, go drive out somewhere and go ask around. You know, find a place that commercial fishes and go ask people. People that do charters and shit. You know. You can't be on you can be on a boat from your house apparently, but it's hard to be a fisherman if you don't go out and put yourself out there. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate all the likes and appreciate for checking out this channel today. We only have 5-day trips with these fish. We pack them on ice. We don't put them in water reefer. So they're all slush packed and bled, and then they go to the cannery, get their heads chopped off and gutted, and sent straight to the market. So I mean, maximum time we're out here is 5 days, and this is day 3. So we got basically 3 more days. This is, I'm not sure if today's day 2 or day 3. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. But it's a 5-day trip, and then we have to deliver fish. This isn't like one of those big trawl operations. We have it's the skipper, one other guy, and me. Out very long this boat. Other boats I've been out for like a month and a half. Out on the Illusion, the 58 footer with the 3 main crew. We're out for a month and a half fishing Benjis under time.
doing this live stream here. Appreciate everyone watching. If you like watching this stuff, make sure you subscribe and check out my other videos. I appreciate everyone checking it out this morning. I hope you have a great day and come back again. Have a great day, guys. Bye.